of MLB 16, the show. I have a little road to the show up on the screen right now. And I'm in AAA right now. I've played about 2 months worth of baseball. And, well, basically we could just go ahead and get started and start talking about how I feel about this game. So, I'll just basically get started. Gameplay-wise, I believe that it's a real solid. I like the additions that they've added, like the showtime and the new camera angle. All that stuff is really good. Presentation-wise, it still seems a little unfinished to me. There's a lot of commentary glitches where the Matt Vasgersian will say something that is completely incorrect. Not completely incorrect, but just minor things, like he'll say something like how a player hit a home run in his first at bat when he hit it in his third or something like that. And there's been instances where the playback, the after game summary where they show you what kind of hits you got, I've had that be inaccurate a couple of times. But overall, I'm having fun with the game. I don't have any issues with it, other than the fact that I think it's a little ridiculous how they advertised how they had, oh yeah, we've recapped a bunch of new home run animations, and we've added a bunch of new ones, and really, they added no default home run swing animations, which is really what I care about in general, because the default home run animations are the ones that you can use with every single player, not just, you know, I don't like having to select a specific batting stance just to get a bat flip. I don't think that's cool. You know, I wish it was just, I like them when they're default. And they added new default ones last year, and then they just decided that they didn't want to add any this year, which is really strange to me as well, because they added all these new hitting styles. They added 4 for one-handed and 1 more for two-handed, but none of the default home run animations really fit with that. They don't really fit, if that makes any sense. Like the two-handed one, the guy keeps his head down and he kind of slouches down a little bit and goes down and gets the ball no matter where it is. But all the home run animations have him standing straight up. So there's this little moment where the guy hits the home run and he's really low, and then it transitions into the home run animation and he kind of just spurts up out of nowhere. And it looks really strange, but I kind of over it. I found the home run animation that I like, and I like David Peralta's stance. That's why I have it selected. But I mean, overall, the game it plays a lot faster, at least Road to the Show wise. They talked about a lot how the new Road to the Show experience is really, it's personalized and it's revamped. It's not really revamped. It's the same. And as we wrap things it's the same Road to the Show that we've come to know and love, except you can play a whole series without going into the loading screen. And there's little 10-second, 15-second cutscenes every time you advance a level, which mine actually skipped. Like for AAA, I didn't get a cutscene, you know, where I'm like examining the field like I got for AA, and I also didn't get a presentation for my first AAA home run, stuff like that. Oh, commentary. The commentary, it sounds a lot better. Not as in what they say, but it's just it's crispier. But the thing about that is because you can really tell which lines were recorded this year and which ones were recorded last year, because they sound different. Like there will be instances where you're playing and Matt Vasgersian will say something and it'll sound, you know, normal. And then Eric Karros will say something and it sounds super crispy, almost like it was recorded on a completely different set of microphone. And it's really strange, and it kind of takes me out of the game. But honestly, I mean, I'm going to buy MLB The Show every year regardless. But I would say that out of all of the years that I've bought and purchased MLB The Show, and I started from 13, if you're gonna skip any year, it would probably be this one. It's just for me personally, if I was on a budget and I didn't buy this game every year, this would be the year that I skip. There's just not enough for me to really want to buy this game. I mean, Diamond Dynasty, they really put a lot of into Diamond Dynasty, and I could appreciate that, and I know people are going to like that, and that's going to be the selling point for some people. But for me personally, I don't play Diamond Dynasty, and, you know, all I play is Road to the Show and Season Mode. So I feel like they put a lot of attention into these new moves, and they kind of didn't do as much to the modes that have always been there, and that bothers me a little bit. We have a walk-off situation coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and show off Showtime. It's almost a guaranteed home run every time I get Showtime. Oh, wow. I can't believe I really said, oh yeah, it's a guaranteed home run, and then I freaking whiff. It's really hard to see with this sidebar. Oh, I don't think that's gonna, no, that's not gonna get out. But overall, the commentary's good. It's just, it's weird because of the different tones, or like the different recording styles. Overall, the graphics look the same. The presentation, like the graphics wise, the display team names are really good. Oh, now that I'm in the after action report, let me bring this up because this happens to me a lot. Every year last year in MLB 15 the show, if I was the player of the game, it would always have, you know, it would show the batter on the player card, and it would show that their key at bat in the game. That almost never happens anymore. It just shows the card of my stats, but it doesn't, you know, do the whole presentation where they talk about how good my game was, and, you know, they display me hitting a home run, for an example. It's almost always they just show the stats and go on with it. I've only actually had it happen twice while playing Road to the Show, and I've played a pretty decent amount of Road to the Show. Let's see, I'm in June. So I've played about 2.5 months, so to say. That's really good. But overall, I like the game. I enjoy it. But for me personally, this would, if, you know, I'm going to buy the game regardless. But if I wasn't going to buy the game regardless and I actually cared about what the content was, then I might skip this year. But this is the year that I went big and I bought the MVP edition. So that's that. So now that I got my first impressions out of the way, I'm just going to keep playing. If you guys have any requests to see anything within Road to the Show, I'd be more than happy to show that. I don't really want to go out of Road to the Show. Just, I don't really feel like it. Oh, Classic Stadiums are back, and Polo Grounds is pretty much the only one I care about, and it's fun to play at. That's the key feature. There was a little bit of issues with redeeming packs. They addressed it on Twitter, and everybody has their packs, so that is good. Although MLB The Show, it's really weird what they're doing, because last year you pre-ordered and you came back and there was like a 30,000 stub option, and now it's down to 10,000, which is really, or not even 10,000, I think it's 5,000 you get for the pre-order bonuses and buying the MVP edition. Like, it used to be a lot more than that, and now they brought it back down. Boom. How do you like them apples? I only like this home run animation because he just pimps it at the end and throws it. But, oh, also, another thing that bothered me before I just start playing for fun, there are no new Road to the Show hairstyles, which is, that's weird to me too. They changed already existing ones, but they didn't add any new ones, which is really strange to me, because hair is becoming, and this sounds so stupid, but hair is becoming a legitimate thing in baseball, with Bryce Harper and Josh Donaldson with the really short sides and the long tops. They added no new, I mean, they have their hair in the game, like for their players, but they added no new creative player, which I don't know. They're going very specific and with things, and they're not paying attention to the broader aspects of the game. In my opinion, I feel like people care about default home run animations so that everyone can have all the cool home run animations with any batting stance, not just selecting a batting stance that maybe they don't like just to get a home run stance. Like, I don't like that. And the hairstyle thing, like, I mean, I don't know how difficult it is to make hairstyles, like, you know, for creative player, but I wish they would have added some new ones. That, I don't know, that's just, it seems like something that would happen. Let's see if I, nope, that's a ball. Yeah, when you see blue on Showtime, it means it's a ball. When you see red, it means it's going to be a strike. So that's blue again. Another thing about Showtime, the fielding is so annoying in this game. I'm sure there's a way to turn it off, the Showtime throwing, but almost every single throw from as a second baseman anyway, you have to do the Showtime where you aim it with the right stick and press R2 to throw it. I mean, it's really weird because it's routine throws, especially when you first pop in the game and you're not used to it, you'll mess up because they're kind of forcing the Showtime. Here, let me see if you could turn that off, actually. Gameplay, Showtime, oh, okay, so you can turn it on. Yeah, okay, so you can turn it off. I think I have the controller stuff turned off, so I don't hear it. But I'm sure that would be cool to hear. Oh no, double play. I'm safe. Oh, man. But I mean, yeah, I think I've said everything I need to say about this. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I just wish that there'd be more home run animations. You know, they're like, we're up to 200 now. It's like, yeah, but you have the same 10 that anybody can use. You've had the same 10 for, so it's going to be 2 years now. 2 years of the same home run animations that anybody can use. And I don't know. I think that's kind of lame, but that's just me. I do like the new equipment. I do like how there's compression sleeves and elbow guards and wrist guards, and you know, it gives you an opportunity to pad your stats as a Road to the Show player even more than you used to be able to. So that's cool. My final verdict, the game, I would say it's 7.5. It's a solid game. I just wish they didn't focus so much on Diamond Dynasty and would, you know, it seems like such little things that, you know, I want. Just like more hairstyles and home run animations. I don't think that's too difficult to do, but honestly, I don't know. I wish they would have done stuff like that instead of focusing so much on, you know, all the Diamond Dynasty stuff. But, you know, I haven't played Diamond Dynasty, so maybe it really is something that's worth playing. I have all bad players because all the packs I got gave me nothing but like bronze players. But I mean, I'll play it eventually. But from a Road to the Show standpoint, because that's all I've played so far, it's 7.5. I'll give it a 7.5. I just, you know, I just wish there was more personalization options. The running styles are cool though. I do like the running styles. That gives more depth to the personalization options, and that is cool. I do like that. Although they don't title them, which is weird. They go running styles. They go running style 1, running style 2, running style 3, and running style 4. And then same with the hitting styles. When they were streaming, they're like, oh yeah, here's you know, you have athletic, you have. He's there to make the play. I hope you guys know what I'm trying to say. While they were advertising this game, they're like, we added 3 new running styles: athletic, lumbering, and the normal one, right? But in the menu, they're not titled that. They're just 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which, I don't know, that just seems kind of lazy on my part. Same with the hitting styles. They have like an Asian style hitting, a power hitting, and honestly, I don't even know what they are because they're not titled. They're just like one-handed style 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there's only 2 styles for two-handed. It's just, I don't know. That was just a weird fact that I thought was strange. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed my first impressions, and if you guys want to play and want me to play more MLB 16 the show, then let me know. If you want me to play more, I will certainly do that. So that's the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Can I stop broadcasting?